sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today in this video I will be doing a figure news video, and it's going to be of Toyfair 2020 mostly. There is a few figures that did go up for pre-order, so we'll go over those first. Then we will go over everything from Toyfair. As you can see, I'm doing figure news a little bit differently. I'm going to have the pictures pop up around here and talk about them at the same time instead of just doing a voice recording over pictures. And then you guys can let me know in the comments below which way you prefer a figure news video to be, which way you like it better, my original way or this way here. So starting it off here, I want to go over Diamond Select real quick. All I'm going to talk about is that they announced and revealed some frickin' Lord of the Rings figures. Thank God. Thank the gods. But yeah, it's funny. I've been kind of like, I guess, complaining that there's no good 6-inch scale Lord of the Rings figures, and I feel like these ones here are going to be more 7-inch scale, because that's really the main scale they do with their figures. So I'm guessing they're going to be 7-inch scale Lord of the Rings figures. Who knows? They might be 6-inch scale. I could be wrong. But from these images here, this one here, they do have a ring wraith up there next to Aragorn, and that one is probably the one I'm most excited for out of all the ones they did have on display. And then you can see also Gimli up there, and all of these look fantastic, man. So happy somebody is doing some updated, articulated Lord of the Rings figures. And then they also do have a Build-A-Figure Sauron, which is a really good idea. That is a dope idea. I will definitely buy every Lord of the Rings figures. They do make and build every Build-A-Figure that is included, or the BAF parts will be included with whatever figure. I'll buy them all, man, because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd, man. So really happy about that. And they also did reveal, let me show you a couple other looks of, here's a better look of Gimli. And if I'm looking down, I'm looking down at the pictures. I can't look at it to the right. It's not there. It's only going to be there for you guys. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the pictures talking about the figure. So the Gimli here looks fantastic, man. Just the sculpt detail alone looks fantastic. You can see he has his battle axes. The paint looks great on it. Looks just like how Gimli did. Here's a close-up image of Aragorn, and he looks great too. The face sculpt does resemble Viggo Mortensen very much as well. The sculpt and paint detail once again looks fantastic on it. And then the Witch Wrath here looks pretty damn dope too. He probably will have hindered articulation, because I mean, look at what they're wearing, man, you know what I mean? And then another look at Sauron here. He looks dope, man. You can see what he will be included with, a couple of alternate hands, and then we do get his mace as well. And of course they're all going to be included probably with alternate hands and their weapons and all that stuff. And they did also reveal Frodo Baggins here, and he looks pretty good, man. And the scaling from all the figures in the pictures seems to be pretty damn good too. You can see he is going to be included with Stinger or Sting there. I forgot the name of his sword, but you do have the sheath and his sword. I don't know if he's going to have alternate hands. And then they did also reveal a goblin. You can see he does have the shield, sword or whatever, and then he does have 2 alternate heads, or one of them. He has 1 or 2 alternate heads, so you can army build with these goblins here. But I think these Lord of the Rings figures are going to be sold in 2-packs. So if you're going to be army building the goblin, I think he's going to be in a 2-pack with Frodo. You're going to have a lot of Frodo figures as well. So that's kind of odd that they give you 2 alternate heads of 2 different looking goblins. So like I said, you can army build. But if it's going to be a 2-pack, it's going to be weird, because you're going to have multiple Frodos. I mean, if it was a character like Naruto, it would make sense. But oh yeah, there's the other, yeah, he is included with 3 different head sculpts there. So we do have 2 unmasked ones, and then we do have like a armored, helmeted head sculpt. I wonder if that one's also a different head as well. So definitely cool that you can army build with these goblins here. And then they also did reveal Legolas. I mean, you can't have Aragorn and Gimli up there without Legolas, you know what I mean? So he looks pretty damn awesome, man. Just like with Gimli and Aragorn, the sculpt and paint detail looks pretty good, and it does look like Orlando Bloom as well. I'm hoping a Gandalf will be revealed soon as well. So that is it for the Diamond Select Lord of the Rings figures, which all look fantastic, man. Really, really hyped for those. And I know I said I was going to go over some other figures that went up for pre-order first, but I got into the Lord of the Rings Diamond Select figures because I'm so damn excited for those. And this figure news video will probably be very long, so I just wanted to go over quickly. Maifix has put up their Dark Knight Returns Joker for pre-order, so he will be releasing November of 2020, of course, so still a while till he releases, but looks pretty cool, man. I'm not the biggest fan of the Dark Knight Returns comic series or animated movies. That's pretty good. I know people love that storyline, which is awesome, and I love that Maifix is making characters from that storyline from the Dark Knight Returns, and I love the batarang in the eye for Joker right there. He is going to have two alternate heads. You can see the basic stern face, then the like laughing or yelling face with the batarang in the right eye right there, and then of course he will have a knife, and then he's included with a hand with a cigarette in it, and then of course he's going to have alternate hands. So pretty cool looking figure there. And then they also did put up for pre-order their Spider-Man Far From Home stealth suit. Spider-Man, which looks pretty damn good, man. I'm not a fan of this suit, but gotta admit, it does look pretty damn cool in figure form. He will have 4 alternate heads, so we do have the masked regular one, then we do have another masked one with the lens or the eyes flipped up, and then we do get 2 unmasked heads. So we do have a basic one, and then we do have the one with the Tony Stark glasses there. And then he will also be included with different goggles for the eyes, so you could have different eye expressions for the mask there, which is pretty cool. And then of course a ton of webbing and alternate hands. But like I said, the figure looks pretty cool. If you're a fan of this version or this costume of Spider-Man from Far From Home, I'm not really a big fan of the Far From Home movie. I didn't really care for it too much, but the figure, like I said, does look pretty cool. And if you want to get a cool stealth suit Spider-Man, you can get him when he releases in November. And then something else did go up for pre-order, and Max Factory, Good Smile Company, Figma, they put up their My Hero, Uraraka, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, Gravity Girl, whatever the hell she is called. She did go up for pre-order, and she is going to be releasing August of 2020. So definitely great news. They are starting to move a little bit quicker, not really, with their My Hero stuff, because she's not releasing to August, and we just got Bakugo in January. So what, that's 7 months wait till we get her released. And I know we're not seeing Todoroki this year unless they're doing another back-to-back release like what they did with Deku and Bakugo, but I highly doubt that, man. I don't think they're going to be doing that. So Kirishima, we might possibly see by the end of the year, or maybe after she releases. They're going to be releasing them a lot quicker, but I doubt it, man. They are horrible with gap time, with how they release figures from the same line, you know what I mean? Like My Hero figures, they're releasing what, like once or twice a year? That's kind of ridiculous, man. But definitely awesome that she won it for pre-order. The figure, I think, looks great, man. Figma always does a great job when it comes to anime characters, and Uraraka here does look really awesome. She has the interchangeable faces. You will get her helmet that you can put on. She is included with a rock, and then it looks like we have like a piece that connects to the stand, so it looks like she's lifting the rock in the air right there. But the figure looks pretty good and looks like she scales well with Deku also. So just wanted to go over those quickly because those figures did go up for pre-order, and a couple other figures did go up for pre-order. I'll get to that when we get up to NECA. So now let's continue on with Toyfair here. So I didn't see too many Hasbro Star Wars figures revealed or announced, but they did have their Baby Yoda on display, and it looks pretty damn good, man. I know he's just going to have articulated arms, and the head will probably be slightly articulated as well, but definitely excited to get it. Even though it's such a tiny figure, you can even see the packaging is so much smaller compared to a regular Star Wars Black Series packaging there. But yeah, definitely excited for him to release, and he should be releasing I believe in May, along with like Kit Fisto and those characters that they did announce not too long ago. So that's really it for Black Series that I found. But Hasbro did reveal a lot of new Marvel Legends, and really happy about this. We are finally getting some Deadpool movie figures. Yeah, it's not imports, but at least Marvel Legends is finally doing this since Disney bought Fox. Now there is no stupid issues with licensing because of damn 20th Century Fox, damn a-holes. But thank God, man, we're going to be getting a Deadpool 2 movie. Deadpool, which looks great, man. I love the way it looks. It looks just like how his costume does, and this I will definitely be getting. I know a lot of people wanted, because there's so many people out there who wanted Deadpool movie figures. I don't know why. No figure company, well, 20th Century Fox, never mind. I just answered my own question. And then we will also be getting a Cable. I don't know if they're going to be 2-packs. I think they're just going to be in a Deadpool movie wave, I believe, or an X-Men type wave. But we will be getting Cable as well from Deadpool 2, which looks pretty good. And it does resemble, well, kind of, not, it doesn't resemble him too much, but you can see the likeness of Josh Brolin in the face sculpt. But the figure looks pretty damn cool, man. He has the teddy bear, the guns and everything, so definitely a pretty cool looking Cable there. And then they also did reveal a, what is it, Mega Sonic Teenage Warhead, whatever the hell her name is, from Deadpool 2 as well, which she looks pretty cool. I do like the effects she is included with, and that does look very much like the actress. And then they also did have Domino up there as well, and she looks great, man. It looks just like the actress. I forgot her name. The hair sculpt looks great. Just really great looking figure right there. And I think that was all for Deadpool 2. So there's 4 figures there, so I'm not sure if it's going to be its own wave or if they're just going to be 2-packs. They might just be 2-packs. I believe it might just be Deadpool with Megasonic Warhead Teenage, whatever the hell her name is, and I think Domino's going to be with Cable. I could be mistaken though. And then they did also announce and reveal some X-Men movie figures. Thank freaking God. So we're going to be getting Wolverine from probably the worst X-Men movie, X-Men Origins Wolverine, but the look of him was awesome in that movie, and the figure looks dope as hell. That looks exactly like Hugh Jackman there. They really are getting very good with that 3D image printing. He has his jacket on, the jeans, flannel shirt, and everything like that. And I believe he will also be included with like a yelling, screaming face sculpt. And that is what's selling me on that figure. That yelling, screaming face sculpt looks so intense, and just like how Hugh Jackman looks when he's freaking out as Wolverine. And then they did also announce a jeans with white beater Wolverine, also from X-Men Origins Wolverine, and he will be included with a set of bone claws and a set of adamantium claws, and this one's also included with a yelling, screaming face sculpt, which looks awesome. But this one is an Amazon exclusive. I already pre-ordered that one, so if you want to, I would jump on Amazon right now and try to pre-order it before it sells out, because who knows, it might quickly. And then they did also announce, I believe this is going to be a 2-pack of Professor X and Magneto from the X-Men movies, of course. And then for Professor X, we're going to get the younger Charles Xavier head sculpt, and then you get the Patrick Stewart head sculpt as well. And then same thing with Magneto, we get the Ian McKellen head sculpt, and then we do get what the hell is his name? I forgot the name of both the younger actors who play them, but you're going to get that head sculpt as well. So if you want to have the older Magneto or both of them, you could buy 2 sets of them. You could have both the older and younger versions of Magneto and Professor X. Then we will be getting a Mystique, and this looks like older Mystique right here. This I will probably pick up, and I think these, like I said, these might be 2-packs as well. And since they're touching up on that, I'm curious if they're going to keep going into these X-Men movies. Would love a Nightcrawler, a Pyro, an Iceman, a Rogue. Could make so many damn characters, man. So even Quicksilver, there's a lot of characters they can make from all those X-Men movies now that there isn't any issues with licensing. So really damn happy that Hasbro is touching up on characters that a lot of us collectors really wanted in figure form but didn't get since the first and second X-Men movie, you know what I mean? So definitely awesome there. And also with Hasbro here, we have their G.I. Joe stuff. So these will be releasing the Scarlet, Duke, and Roadblock, and there's going to be 2 other figures in Series 1. Snake Eyes is his own release. He's not even part of Series 1. He's before the line even starts, which is awesome. And speaking of Snake Eyes, I should have mine in tomorrow, so my review will probably be up by Friday or Saturday or something like that. Cannot wait for that damn figure, man. But the Series 1 figures are going to be releasing in June, so we're going to be getting Scarlet here, and she looks alright. I'm more hyped for Baroness. I believe she's going to be in Series 2. The Scarlet, she looks alright, man. I don't know, the face sculpt seems a bit weak to me. It just looks very cartoony, you know what I mean? And then Roadblock here, I'm definitely gonna get. Roadblock is a dope character. I just hate his gun, man. It's one of those fake futuristic type guns. I think when I get him, I'm gonna give him my Mezco 112 Netflix Punisher Gatling gun. I'm gonna give him the Gatling gun right there. And then we do have Duke here, and Duke looks pretty good, man. They just have a very cartoony type look, you know what I mean? Snake Eyes doesn't have as much of a cartoony type look, but Duke, Roadblock, and Scarlet do have a very cartoony look to them. But Duke here does look pretty good, and they will be included with a few accessories. Definitely not as much as the dope Snake Eyes though. So those did go out for pre-order, and they are going to be releasing in June there. So I think that's about it for Hasbro. Let me check quickly. All right, so yeah, that's it for Hasbro. We'll move on to Mezco here. They didn't reveal too much. They pretty much gave their reveals away before Toy Fair, which is fine. But one of them was Two-Face, as we could see right here, him on display. Looks great, man. I know a lot of people don't really like that very basic-y, more realistic type look to it, but I think it looks pretty cool. It's more of like a Dark Knight trilogy type Two-Face, which I think looks dope. Another figure I am super hyped for is Mr. Freeze. This thing looks beautiful, man. This is a beautiful sculpted and painted figure, man. The cloth clothing seems to be pretty good too. You could tell he's going to have extremely limited articulation though, but the figure itself looks great. And the way they have him posed with the gun, I do worry that it's going to be very difficult to have him posed with his gun in certain poses. But man, that figure looks so dope. And I'm wondering if he's going to have like a blue light up effect for like those back pieces, or maybe his helmet type area, or maybe on his gun, you know what I mean? So that Mr. Freeze looks so awesome. And then we do have the Supreme Knight Batman, and gotta admit that does look much better seeing it on display there. I wish they would have had him displayed with the Mediwire cape, because I'm curious to see how that will look on the figure there. But it looks pretty damn dope, man, and that releases I think later this year. And then we do have the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman, which looks awesome as hell. Still mad at Mezco for them making it a Mezco store exclusive. That was such a stupid move by them, man, but that Batman looks awesome as hell. And then they also had their Harley Quinn on display, who was supposed to release this month, between this month and April, so she should be releasing soon. Not sure if she's going to release when she was supposed to release. And then they did have KG Beast, I believe his name was, and this figure looks freaking dope, man. So yeah, that's some of the DC stuff they had on display. And then some of their Marvel stuff here. We do have we'll start it off with one of my all-time favorite comic book characters, and that is Gambit. This thing looks great on display. The jacket, I feel like they switched up the jacket and it looks so much better, man. I really do dig the way that looks, and his armor and everything just looks so damn sick. That effect looks awesome. His bow staff looks great. Love the sculpt of the hair as well, but you know he's going to have limited torso articulation there. And then they did have their Ghost Rider on display once again, who's been at like the past few events, past 3 years already. When the hell is he going to release? It says spring of 2020, I think. But man, that Ghost Rider looks dope as hell, and the bike looks even sicker, man. I love the flame effects. The translucent plastic looks great, man. And then they did have Morbius on display. I know he's not like the most popular character, but that figure looks great, man. That head sculpt looks awesome. The long fingernails look very creepy, you know what I mean? Just looks like a creepy figure, but it will be a cool figure to have in the collection there. And then they did have their Thanos on display, and this thing, I think it looks horrible, man. This thing looks so bad. Oh my god. I mean, the sculpt looks fine and everything, but it just, oh my god, especially the piece around the shoulders. That shoulder armor looks so bad. Even the cloth clothing does. I'm not a fan of their bigger characters. Ever since I got that Gladiator Hulk, it like left a bad taste in my mouth with more of their bulkier characters. They're just mainly statues, man. They're just gonna stand there, and that's it. That's why I'm not a fan of Mezco's larger characters right there. But that Thanos, I don't know, man. That thing doesn't look good. Like I said, the sculpt and stuff looks great. Just, I don't know. I don't like the boots. Even the Infinity Gauntlet looks way too big, and the shoulder armor looks pretty bad, man. Even the cloth clothing, like I said, isn't really looking too good either. And I think that might be it that I have for Mezco. They did have 2 more original characters from their Gomez original character story, I guess. I think they're starting to make comic books, and they seem to be more like underwater type characters. They look pretty dope, man. The one that's like hovering in the water looks pretty cool, but the one that's standing at the bottom of the display, like at the bottom of the ocean, that one looks sick, man. I don't know the name of either of them, but they're supposed to be in the same universe as their Gomez character, and it's cool that they're doing like their own original characters. That's a really cool, smart idea, and their Gomez figures are just so damn popular. They're such a huge hit, so they're continuing with making more original characters, which is awesome, man. But I think that is it for Mezco at Toy Fair. Like I said, they didn't really have too many reveals because they pretty much gave them away right before Toy Fair. Let me look here. We still got to go over NECA and McFarlane Toys, and I think that's about it. I forgot about 2 more Mezcos, and one of them is probably the one I was most excited for of their newer reveals. So they are going to be making an alien figure. I'm wondering if this is Big Chap or maybe it's just some random alien. It looks pretty cool, man. Definitely not a bad looking figure. I'm wondering if it's in like a rubberized suit or something like that, but it looks dope. I'm kind of curious as to why Mezco wants to go up against NECA with their most popular line, which is Predator and Aliens. But hey, if Mezco wants to take a swing, go right ahead, because the next figure here I am definitely buying. And they did reveal a Jungle Hunter Predator from the Predator. A lot of people said the head looks too big. Yeah, it's a little big, but even in the movies their head looks overly large compared to their bodies. But this thing looks pretty awesome. Whoever posed it sucks at posing, man. What kind of a stand is that? You couldn't get his feet to stand regularly. But the figure itself looks great. One thing I do love about this Predator here, they gave you a hand with a bloody skull and spine molded onto it, so you could actually have the Predator hold the skull like this. That looks awesome, man. The face sculpt looks great. The plasma caster looks awesome. You can see we have the biomask there, and I'm wondering if it's going to be a biomask you pop on, or if he's just going to have a separate alternate head with the biomask on, which I feel like should be the route to go. And I'm curious if the biomask is going to have a light up feature as well. So forgot to go over those quickly. But now moving on to, oh yeah, I forgot about Storm COllectibles, but we'll go over McFarlane right now, and they did reveal some new figures in their DC lines, so we will be getting some Arkham Asylum. I believe that's Arkham Asylum. Yeah, Arkham Asylum, Batman, and Joker. Batman looks pretty good. I'm not going to get that one. The Joker, I'm definitely going to be getting. That Joker looks great, man. That looks like an awesome figure right there. Then they did have, I forgot how to pronounce this guy's name. I'm not even going to say it. Azrael. That dude. They're going to be making him. I don't know what version this is. It's called the White Knight version of him, but it looks alright, man. Not a big fan of the character. Looks pretty cool, but definitely an easy pass for me right there. But cool that he's just making more random characters, you know what I mean? Instead of just like the big guns, you know. They also did have another version of the Joker where he's dressed up as a cop, and it looks pretty damn cool. The face sculpts look awesome on that Joker right there. Definitely do dig the way that looks. And they did have a different style Batman on display as well, which looks pretty damn cool. I do like that look of Batman right there. They also did have their Wonder Woman 84 Wonder Woman figures on display, and the one in her regular suit, the face sculpt just doesn't look like the actress at all. The golden armor one, though, that one looks pretty damn cool and does look like Gal Gadot right there. And just the sculpt and paint detail on that look freaking awesome, man. So I think that was it for their DC stuff for McFarlane. Yeah, that was it for McFarlane's DC stuff, but they did have some Mortal Kombat stuff on display, so we will be getting, I guess this is Series 3, because he's doing, seems like 2 figures per wave. We got Scorpion and Sub first, then we got Raiden and Johnny Cage second. I did just order that Raiden, actually. And then next we're going to be getting Baraka, which looks dope, man. This Baraka looks so awesome, and he's going to have a brain that can slide onto his blade right there. He's also included with an alternate head as well. And then we're going to be getting a katana, and this katana looks pretty damn dope. I'm thinking about getting this katana as well. She will have some weapons, of course, and an interchangeable head as well. And then, of course, he did have the MK11 Spawn on display, which is a beautiful looking figure, and it should be releasing next week, I think March 8th, or between March 8th and 13th. So start checking local Walmarts. I think that's where they said it's going to be hitting first, which I'm going to be there every day until I find the damn thing. I need to get 2 of those. I've been waiting for an updated articulated Spawn for the longest damn time. So they said it should be hitting Walmarts first, then after that it'll start hitting like Target, GameStop, all those other stores. And then McFarlane did also announce like a retro type wave for when he first started his Spawn line, and these are the Spawn figures I used to collect when I was younger. I don't know if he's doing a Kickstarter for it, but he was saying when he first made these figures he did do something like that. That's what helped get that line started. So I'm not sure if he's doing a Kickstarter to start up the line or if he's just calling it the Kickstarter line. But if he is doing a Kickstarter for it, I'm definitely going to donate to it. But he's going to start it off with that first original Spawn. He said it's going to be the updated articulation, like what we see on the figures that we've been getting from McFarlane, like the new Spawn from the MK11 video game figure. It's going to be like that. This is just a statue as of right now. The cape does look articulated though, but he said it's all going to be the updated articulation, an updated version of that version of Spawn, and he plans on doing each figure as he released them back then. So he's going to be doing like the medieval Spawn, Violator, the Clown, all those freaking characters. This is awesome news right here. Finally, McFarlane is going to be making damn Spawn figures. I don't know why he hasn't for the longest time, but really, really glad about this. And what's also cool is he's going to package it like how he used to package them back in the 90s when he first released them there. So definitely great news from Todd McFarlane over at McFarlane Toys. I'm going to get pretty much all those damn Spawn figures, man. So that's it for McFarlane. Let's move on to Storm Collectibles here. And they did have their Injustice Superman on display, and they also did reveal their Injustice Batman, and both of them look dope. I just hate those capes, man. I don't know why they're going that route with the capes. I feel like that's gonna make the figures kind of crappy, but hopefully we could put some custom cloth wired capes on there. But the figures themselves look fantastic, man. Then they had these armored figures by them. I have no idea what the hell they're from. One of them is Ares. That one looks freaking awesome. I don't know what the hell it's from, like I said, but I think I might be buying the Ares one. And then they also had this dude here who has like the horns on the helmet with the huge sword as well. I don't know what character that is, but that one looks pretty damn dope also. And then the Mortal Kombat stuff, they revealed an unpainted prototype of Motaro, man, the damn centaur dude. That is going to be a sick figure. Just look at that, man. That thing looks freaking awesome already. And then they did have Raiden on display, and they did have another Raiden with red instead of blue, which probably just be a variant or something, but don't really care about the red one. I just want the regular Raiden there. And then they did have that dude from Super Samurai Showdown or something like that. He looks pretty good. I don't know, man. I don't know if I dig the way it looks too much. I thought it was going to be pretty cool, but he looks, the way his clothes is, makes him look really short. I don't know if that's how the characters looked in the games back then, but I mean, it's definitely not a bad looking figure, and it's a freaking samurai, so I don't know, maybe I might end up getting it. But that was really it that Storm had on display, which is awesome, man. I do want to see them continue making all types of video game figures there, and I do like how they are continuing with their Injustice, their Mortal Kombat stuff, so definitely awesome news from Storm Collectibles. Alright, so last here we do have NECA Toys, man, and I think they won Toy Fair. They showed some of the most badass, awesome reveals here. Now, they did have a bunch of their Toon and arcade version Ninja Turtles on display, and it looks like they will be doing another building diorama, but to fit in with the cartoon versions of the Turtles. I'm wondering where you see Krang down there. I'm wondering if that's going to be another diorama they're going to sell as well. But you can see the Triceratops characters on the top right there. All the Toon ones. Even Metalhead looks big as hell. I didn't realize he was that big. We have Slash up there, Casey Jones, April, Baxter Flyman, Splinter. There's just so much they're doing with their Toon Turtles, and if you're collecting these figures, this is definitely awesome news right here. They also did reveal some 7-inch scale Back to the Future figures. This is also awesome, and they're both Marty McFly. I'm definitely going to get the regular version of Marty McFly. What's funny about this, a couple days before this was revealed, I was wondering why nobody has made Back to the Future figures, and NECA just was like, bam, we're making Back to the Future figures. But this is definitely awesome news. I think it's 35th anniversary. It says 35 on there. I'll definitely get a Doc Brown, maybe some of the other characters as well, but definitely want to get that Marty McFly. They both look pretty damn awesome. And then back to the Turtles. This was probably my favorite reveal at Toy Fair. We're going to be getting Casey Jones and Disguise Raphael from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and it's going to be a 2-pack. You can see Casey Jones is definitely included with the Jose Canseco bats right there, and the figure just looks sick, man. They are killing it with these Ninja Turtle figures. NECA just knows what they're doing with these Ninja Turtle figures. The Casey Jones looks great, and the Raph is just going to be the regular Raph, but he's going to be included with the hat and the trench coat as well. So that is a 2-pack I definitely have to get. Then they did reveal a Toka and Razor. I did not expect this at all, and they look fantastic, man. Just the detail on these things are just out of this world amazing. They knocked it out of the freaking park, and I don't even have these figures in hand. I didn't even see them in person. Just from the pictures, you could tell they're going to be great figures. They have articulated fingers. Toka, you're going to be able to switch up his facial expression. I don't know how you're going to be able to do it. Maybe you can move his eyes around or something. And Razor there looks great. You can see they're included with a TCRI canister with the ooze in it this time. The Turtles had an empty one. And then you do get the donuts that the Turtles tried to feed them to knock them out, and feed them the stuff to reverse what the mutagen did to them. So they're at least going to be included with a couple accessories. It also looks like Razor has his shield there, but man, those things look fan-frickin-tastic. And they revealed a Super Shredder. Like, holy crap, NECA, you are killing it. They are killing it with their Ninja Turtle stuff. This Super Shredder looks incredible, man. It has a very very comic booky type shading to it, which I'm fine with. The figure itself looks fantastic, though. This is definitely some great news. I feel like this was the best news at Toy Fair. These original movie Ninja Turtle figures and the Secret of the Ooze movie Turtle figures. So NECA is just on a roll with their TMNT line, cartoon and movie versions. And then NECA also they also had a bunch of Predators on display, and these are going to be the Lost Tribe Ultimate Edition Predators, which we got those. Those were some of the first Predator figures they did make, so they had all the older, outdated articulation. These ones are going to have the new updated articulation, and they're going to be included with a ton more accessories here. So they actually did just put up the Lost Predator up for pre-order, and you can see he is going to be included with 2 alternate heads, some alternate hands. He has his plasma caster on there. He does have the smart disc, or not the smart disc, the shuriken, and then he does have his laser blade as well. And this one looks great, man. I remember they made 2 versions. One, I think, unmasked with not as much armor, and then they did make like a heavy armor version of him. So he did go up for pre-order. I'm just gonna wait till NECA releases him, and I just order them on their Amazon or eBay account. And then they did put up their Scout Predator for pre-order too, and these are both releasing. The Lost Predator's releasing in July, and Scout Predator's releasing in August. But Scout Predator is included with 2 alternate heads, smart disc, open and closed, blast effect, the net gun piece, alternate hands, and then he does have a dope blaster, and he does have a new face sculpt. We are getting a new Predator face sculpt, which I think looks awesome, man. I know a lot of people are complaining about it, but I think it looks dope, and this one's probably going to be one of my more favorites out of the Lost Tribe members. I think Lost Predator will probably be one of my least, but he's still a badass looking Predator. And then they did also have the Warrior Predator on display, and I think that one's going to be my favorite. Just look on the ground. Look at that axe, man. Look at that freaking axe. That thing looks so damn sick. He has another dope weapon in his hand, a blast effect, the smart disc. You know, he's going to have the alternate heads and alternate hands as well. So this dude is going to be included with a bunch of dope stuff. You can see Scout and Lost Predator up there as well. And then they do have their Alpha Predator up there also. And you can see the box art for the Alpha Predator, because I believe that's their next release, which is going to be their 100th Predator figure. So NECA is just absolutely killing it, man. I'm so excited for their Predator stuff and their movie Turtle stuff. Lots of great stuff going on at Toy Fair. I believe I did cover everything. There's so much stuff that was revealed, but like I said, NECA definitely won Toy Fair in my opinion. I think them and Hasbro won Toy Fair. They both did a great job with upcoming stuff that's going to be getting released. But anyway, that is my new updated action figure news video. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions about these figures, and also let me know if you prefer me doing figure news videos this way, or if you like me doing it the original way better. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later.